When you're looking at the end of life for someone you love, you're frightened. Even the most organized person is very disoriented.
Heart House Hospice, I think, is a very special kind of organization. I think hospice in general is very unique. I've been in the field of social work for nearly 30 years. And this is the first and only job that I've ever had that I feel that we really make a difference.
I've had lots of situations where the most, I would say, important person on the team at a certain moment actually was the hospice volunteer. Some patients don't have a lot of support, and for different reasons, patients' families can't always manage people at home, but they really don't need to be inside of a hospital.
My wife died last November, but that was at the end of a long illness, 5 years and 2 months technically. She had put in her living will right away that she wanted to die in a hospice.
Certainly I've been touched personally by loss. I lost a child, I lost my father, and I learned through that the importance of having people who care about you and who can support you through those difficult times. And I think that that's the kind of support and compassion that this agency can bring to people in the community.
Well, Kathy was referred to hospice at a stage in her illness when she had advanced progressing brain cancer, and she had a prognosis or a life expectancy of about a year. And so she was referred to us for support. Kathy was a 37-year-old woman, mother of 3 young children, and she was separated from her husband, and she was the main custodial parent. Kathy was determined to leave a legacy for her children. And she told me when she looked over the family photographs, they were all of her children and very few had her in it with them. She was the photographer. So we decided to invite one of our volunteers, who's a professional photographer, to have a photo shoot with the whole family, Kathy, her children, and the children's father, Nolan. Kathy adored these photographs. We gave her an album and she looked at them for hours and could hardly put this album down. And it was her dying wish to have the photographs buried with her. So the children all have their own albums. And I think these albums and pictures will be very important to these kids as they come to terms with the loss of a much-loved mom.
Everyone played an important role in making sure that Kathy could live out her life with dignity and the way she needed to do it.
One of the reasons that I've become really involved in the hospice movement, if you like, and Heart House in particular, is that it became crystal clear that the resources compared to the demand is just a ridiculous ratio. This 6-bed hospice in Oakville serves a population of at least 1 million, maybe 1.5 million.
I'm really glad that the hospice does the function it does, and I actually rely a lot on the hospice for helping the people that I look after.
If we could bring that dream to reality, and that's why I'm hanging in here, that dream just has to come, and soon. It's needed.